All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, we're going to be touching on what is the mark of the beast. And this is going to be a back to the basics video. You know, this is for the newer brothers and newer sisters that's just coming into this walk. All right, because there's a lot of confusion out there on what the mark of the beast is. It's not that hard to get, all right, but the Lord is not dealing with a lot of these camps. So they're saying that it's Christianity, an embargo, John 3:16, sleeping with white woman is something spiritual, things that you do with your hand and the things you think, so forth and so on. And that's not the truth. That's not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the microchip, all right? And we're going to prove it in this video. All right, the mark of the beast is the microchip. Over here in America, they call it the RFID, radio frequency identification device. Across seas, they call it the NFC, near field communication. Nonetheless, it's the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, and you might also hear of Neuralink. Now, that's the microchip that goes on your brain. And we're gonna go over that. All right. So, with no further ado, let's hop right into it. It's Revelations 13:16, and we read, and he causeth all, and that causeth means he's going to make it mandatory, all right? He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now let's get the word for mark, all right? The Greek word for mark is charagma, all right? Slovakia. And it means to scratch or etching. You see? Graven, mark. Right? So this is a physical thing. It's not a spiritual mark. This is something that's going to break the skin. All right? A stamp or a printed mark. All right? Thing carved, sculpture, graven work. You see? So this is going to be something that's going to be put inside of you, this mark. Okay? So no, it's not spiritual. No, it's not John 3:16. No, it's not sleeping with white women. No, it's not Christianity and embargo, so forth and so on, man. And the root word to charagma, let's get that. We're going to go a little deeper. Is Slovakia. It's karax, as you can see. That's the root word to charagma. And it means to sharpen to a point. You see? Palisade or rampart, Slovakia. A pale or stake, a palisade, right? But what jumps out to me is to sharpen to a point. Now, how are they going to give you the mark of the beast? Well, they're going to jab you with a needle, all right? That's going to be the delivery system, all right? A needle with a big catheter, all right? A hypodermic needle, all right? So let's get the root word of Carax. And it's going to be grapho. And grapho means to grave, especially to write. You see? And when you get into it, it just says to write, to write, to reference, to context, contents of the writing. It's to write because on this chip, it's going to have all of your information. Your name, your age, your birth date, your social, have all your banking information, your vitals, your location. It's going to have all information about you on this chip, all right? So when you simply just get into the words, the etymology of the words, you see that it's not anything that these people say, these other camps say, all right? Not just that, you can see people around the world getting the mark of the beast, all right? They're selling the mark of the beast on a website called Dangerous Things. As a matter of fact, right here, you can get your own magic chip implant. As you can see, the needle with the big catheter, that's a hypodermic needle with the big catheter. You see the microchip right there. You see, this is a kit, a DIY kit. So you can get your very own mark of the beast, all right? And I'm going to play a little bit of videos, some shorts to show you people getting them, all right? People been sleeping with white women, forever, all right? You see, that's you know. So what? If you sleep with a white woman, you got the mark of the beast. So now you can't repent. No, they say it's sin. So we was all born in sin. So we was born with the mark of the beast. You see how this does not make any sense? All right. That lets you know that the Lord is not dealing with these other camps. All right. The Lord is dealing with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, and all other brothers with like doctrine, man. The same doctrine. All right. Let's get back to the text. All right. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So it said you can't buy or sell if you do not have this mark. Now, how the hell the sleeping with white woman, how's that going to work out in the grocery store scenario, man? What is the teller or the cashier going to tell you? Hey, man, before you buy these products, I just want to know, do you sleep with white women? What the hell? And if you say, yeah, he says, oh, I'm sorry, man, you got to put them items back. You can't shop here. That makes no sense. What are they going to say? Hey, break down John 3:16 for me. And you better break it down right or you can't shop here. It don't make no sense. The only thing that fits right here is the truth. And that is that the RFID chip or the microchip is the mark of the beast. Because if you do not have this, it will be impossible for you to make a transactions, because everything is about to turn to digital. And you're going to need this device in you in order to make a transaction. You see? As a matter of fact, you have big banks meeting with cell phone companies, so forth and so on, showing you that the mark of the beast, showing transactions with the mark of the beast. All right? Showing how easy it is and how convenient it is to transfer money between two people that have the mark. All right? And labeling their seminars where they're showing this, the new global currency. So, hey, everybody else knows. The big banks knows, man. Cell phone companies, they know that everything is moving digital, and you will have to have the mark of the beast in order, or the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, in order to make transactions, man. All right? So it's that simple. So next time somebody comes up to you and tells you that it's something spiritual, you ask them, how does that work in the grocery store scenario? What is the cashier going to ask me to stop me from buying and selling? Only thing that's going to stop you from buying and selling is if you actually need a device to buy or sell and you don't have it. You see? Salakia. Let's go to play some videos, man. Somebody getting it right here.
I'm in a warehouse on the edge of town and a guy's gonna inject a chip into my hand. Okay. I'm good. Yep. Ready to rock. Keep your hand relaxed. Mm-hmm. Yep. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well, that's an unusual sensation. What does it feel like? It doesn't hurt. There was a little pop. It's a weird feeling. And it's over. It's done. I'll do it. I want to be a cyborg.
He knows what's
I want to be a cyborg.
Let's do it.
All right, Murphy.
It is at this moment he knew he fucked up. It's too late. You an Edomite anyway. But look at his face. Look at his face. Check his face out. He's standing. Look. Look at it.
I want to be a cyborg.
Let's do it.
All right, Murphy. Tell me where your head's at. I'm in a warehouse on the edge.
You see that? People are getting them already. People are paying with them already. All right, let's get this one.
టెక్నాలజీ ఎంత అడ్వాన్స్ గా మారిందంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం పేమెంట్స్ చేయడానికి మొబైల్ కానీ కార్డ్స్ కానీ అవసరం లేదు. దీన్ని RFID అని
And damn Indian, and they singing, they telling you about the RFID chip in Punjabi. Let's get this one.
I implanted an RFID chip into my hand. User discretion advised, but here are the details. I purchased the RFID implant from dangerousthings.com. This is a dual chip.
Which I showed you, the website, where you can get your own chip kit, your DIY chip kit. All right, so he ordered one and he got his friend to give him one. You see?
RFID NFT implant.
You see, with this, you can do a lot with it. Open your car door, have your wallet on there. Let's say you need to swipe in when you're at the job, right? You can get your swipe in badge information on the damn chip. So you don't even have to have keys, wallet, credit card, nothing, ID, nothing. Swipe badge, anything, man. You can pay for shit on the plantation. Hey, see how convenient that is, man? That's how they gonna push it too, with convenience. All right.
Implant kit. It comes pre-sterilized with all of the implant tools and instructions that you need to do it yourself at home. All it took was a little bit of convincing and a couple of beers, and my buddy was ready to perform surgery. At the end of the day, surgery was a success. Call me crazy, but the possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see what future projects I work on with this thing.
See that? You see? Let's see if I can get one more, and then we can get up out of here. All right. Let's see if he make a payment with it.
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of your hand? This
Right. Let's see about this one. I think I was just on that. Slovakia. Let's get this one.
We've been putting microchips in our pets for years, but now we're starting to do it on ourselves. The ideal place to put these turns out to be the back of the hand, just underneath the skin. And it can be useful for things like opening doors or storing health information. But is this something you really want to do? Leave your answer in the comments. We've been putting...
You see? People are getting them right now. And as far as the mark in your forehead, it goes by the name of Neuralink. All right, Elon Musk is the face of it. All right, he's pushing the Neuralink, which is the brain chip, and you have people getting it right now. About 3 people got it. You know, the first one that got it, he was like a paraplegic. He couldn't really move or anything like that, and so it shows you him actually controlling a computer and other, technology with his brain. The second one, he's bragging on Joe Rogan, telling you how when he plays the game, like PlayStation or whatnot, he's just too fast. It's basically cheap for him. He got like a superpower, so he can play it better than anybody and everybody, and he can't move neither. So they're trying to make it good. They're trying to push it out there in the medical field. They're trying to push it for people who don't have anything wrong with them, just showing them how convenient it is, so forth and so on. But this is just, a short video on what is the mark of the beast. I hope it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.